Okay. Gonna do my usual beginning of the stream checks. Uh, let's see. Namely, just making sure that I'm actually streaming. We're not gonna have any audio to balance against because I was thinking about playing music. This is gonna be a drawing stream, by the way. I was thinking about playing music, but then I was like, okay, what about like copyright? And I was like all worried about it. And I was like, you know what? Well, it's possible that if I want to do music, it'd be better for me to stream on Twitch. I'd be okay with VODs not having their audio over it, but if there's anything more than that could happen, like channel strikes or anything like that, I don't want to. I don't want to play about that. So I'm gonna do some more research on that, and if I can play music, then I will. And if not, maybe I'll just keep it that way. Play your own music, or I might just have like a background, or sorry, switch to Twitch for this. But either way, I just want to clarify that real quick, and I believe we are streaming, right? Maybe not. I might not have. No, we are. Okay, cool. I'm gonna make a new thumbnail because that one doesn't really apply. But yeah, my plan for the stream, while I figure out whatever thumbnail I'm gonna have, maybe I should just make a quick sketch and then that'll be the thumbnail. That makes sense. My plan for the stream really is I tried drawing a little bit last night in the last stream, and it was, it went okay. All right, I was drawing a little bit earlier today, but I need to get my hand-eye coordination with drawing on a computer figured out. So that's like my main goal. Is I'm probably just gonna make multiple less detailed drawings, perhaps. Hold on. I guess we'll keep Lily because I might draw her. This is like a reference image I have right here. But yeah, that's the plan. Is that I'm just gonna get my sea legs here, and then we'll progress from that point. But first, I need to. If I'm gonna be streaming, that's cool, streaming drawing. But I need to get situated. I need to get this figured out because I was struggling. Let me tell you, last night it was not looking good. And this is on top of me kind of not really drawing all that much recently in general. And now you're talking about, I'm trying to, actually, sorry, hold on. Trying to get used to drawing digitally and on top of me not really drawing anyways to begin with. That's obviously not going to be easy. Can we go predefined A4 and then just like swap that around? This isn't even setting up. Is it? A3, okay, cool. We'll do A4, 600 PPI, and then that should be good. Yeah, okay. And then switch it like this. Just because this is what I would normally kind of be drawing on in real life is an A4 size sheet of paper. I don't really do, I mean, I've had sketchbooks. I don't really do sketchbooks though. Whoa, what the fuck? That isn't right. I gotta fix that. That's not supposed to be like that. Hold on. Sorry, my shortcuts. I thought I already set that up, though, which is what's weird. It's supposed to be set to the pan tool. Give me 1 second. As soon as I get this figured out, we're gonna make a... Oh, okay. I see what I did wrong. Oh! Okay. Cool. Okay, it was fine. All right. I'm sorry. Whew. One thing I want to check too, real quick, I'm going to actually cut the stream for a second because I want to make sure that when I save, something it does not show my entire file system. Okay, that's cool. All right. And that's all there is to it. So we're just going to start with trying to make a stream thumbnail. Now, a character I've been drawing a lot, actually, is Draculara. And when I say a lot, I mean, like, basically in general, because what happened was I got, like, a Draculara doll. And then I was like, well, if I had this doll, I could use it for, you know, reference in drawing. So then I just had this thing where that was the only doll I had. So anytime I was just drawing, oh fuck, hold on. Anytime I was just drawing for practice or to try and learn how to draw something, she was just always the default character that I would draw because I got used to drawing her. She's not like hard to draw, or at least she wasn't after I spent, you know, after I drew her so many times. So I say all that to say that's probably what we're going to do here. I used to, because it's been so long since I drew digitally, I have muscle memory of what my, like, you know, shortcuts, my keyboard shortcuts were, but I'm not sure on certain things, and I'm like trying to get used to it. Right, I'm just yammering, sorry. I mean, since there is no music, I am kind of, you know, incentivized to talk. Yeah, honestly, and I'm not, I'm gonna try to do a good job, but ultimately the strategy here is going to be to just make a bunch of drawings relatively quickly. Because each line that I draw is going to be me getting just a little bit more used to drawing digitally. So we're not even trying to actually draw well, we're just trying to maximize the line count. Because that's what actually matters. That's what we're trying to learn, is putting down lines. And, you know, it's an ongoing thing for me where it's like I've switched between drawing digitally or not, you know, several times. And it's ultimately I've settled on drawing physically because just like, you know, if I can draw physically, you know, if I want to be good at one or the other, I'd rather be good at drawing physically because then I can do it anywhere, you know. But if I draw digitally, then it allows me to do stuff like this, you know, streaming. And that's the only reason why I'm doing this right now. I mean, otherwise I would be just drawing on paper, but because I want to be able to draw on the internet, and more specifically stream drawing, then it's like, okay, you know, it's not impossible to stream yourself drawing on real paper, but certainly not as straightforward. Gotta get a setup for that. You know, with this, I can just hit the button and go, right? I didn't mean for it to be facing in that direction, but it kind of just happened, and we're just gonna go with it. Again, we gotta be quantity over quality here. And for now, I'm not going to stream with music. Like I said, we'll figure that out. I'm probably going to listen to music myself, because I normally do when I'm drawing. But that's not going to be a part of the stream for now. I want it to be, though. Eventually, that's why I'm probably going to have to figure something out as far as that goes. Such a bizarre feeling. Yeah, quality over quantity. Sorry, I keep saying it the wrong way. I need to have the opposite mindset. Quantity over quality, and I think I'm going to try and really sit and be drawing for a long time. You know? Because that's the only way we're going to get around this. I mean, if I'm going to get to a point where I'm comfortable, and next time I stream, I want to be comfortable drawing like this. Let me get some music real quick. There's also, you know, all the undo and redo stuff and whatever. I'm not saying that it doesn't take skill to draw digitally, but it gives you certain, I guess you could say, crutches that you wouldn't have drawing for real. I'm not to look down on digital artists or anything. I'm just saying when it comes to me personally deciding which way I want to draw the most, that's a part of the equation for me. I don't have to ask any questions about how good I am or what effect it has on my skill in drawing. Thing is, am I going to make a drawing that I'm satisfied enough with to be the thumbnail within a reasonable amount of time? I don't know. So maybe I'll make it something else for now. I finally signed up for Uber today. I'm waiting on the background check. Hopefully I can actually make a little more money. That's the plan. But I'm like very much excited for the result of the background. I've never failed a background check because I haven't killed anybody, so should be good, and I should be able to make some more money. This is already going better. I'm already a little more comfortable than I was last night. Let me add a little bit of eyelash. Just a little bit. Eyelashes are something I struggle with. I'm going to keep it simplistic. Other people do like the, all the individual eyelashes. I really struggle with that, so you're probably not going to see that from me. Just making sure I didn't delete the whole drawing. I just don't... I might need some reference for the ears. It's been a little while. I kind of feel like I'd rather have my brush size be 10 pixels. I just realized it's 9. I kind of just incremented it until it looked right. So, whatever. It's too late to change now. Maybe next one I can. Oh yeah, I do have to be careful how I draw certain things. I don't want to trip any... Like I said, I'm trying to tread carefully with YouTube. So I'm gonna not maybe sketch the same way I normally would. Not that I'm always drawing characters naked, but it's YouTube, you won't get banned. Oh, wait, hold on. Battle Mage. I feel like you're somebody, I feel like I know who you are. It's very lax compared to other websites. Yeah, I do. Okay, yeah, you're Mr. Changing my username and profile picture all the time, but I do know you. Welcome to the stream. Fucking, trying to get my sea legs back together drawing on a computer. I haven't done this in a long time. I'm sure, actually, I've been meaning to play on Tekken, if you want to, at some point. I'm a little occupied right now, but at some point it'd be cool. I'm sorry I missed you on Thanksgiving. I'm thinking about months. No, you're all good, dude. A lot of people, actually. A lot of people missed me. I was a little sour about it. But, you know, I did get to see some people, so it was cool. And it was spontaneous as well. So you guys didn't have a lot of time to prepare. I will be up there again soon, though. Yes, I've been meaning to play. I've gotten a lot better. I think we played before. I've gotten a lot better since then. But yeah, I'm sure you've seen the other streams are like all Tekken. I've been, honestly, one day I just woke up and I was like, why don't I just stream all the time? It just hit me one day. It felt like a sleeper cell getting activated. Just noticed you streaming now. Oh yeah, this is like the... I started streaming like a week ago, and I streamed like every day for a week. And I've been doing it off and on since. It's my thing now, I think. I feel like doing something similar, but I'm anxious. Dude, exactly. That's partially what taught me was kind of anxiety. I feel like there are a lot of people that don't like me. That means you're doing something. What are you saying, hi hater? Mano, he was like, if they hate on you, then you know you're doing something? Yeah, it would be fine. I'm sure there's people that don't fuck with me or will not fuck with me. How about coloring? So yeah, I almost never color, and I started to realize that I should, because when your drawing is like a little mid, if you add color to it, it gets way better instantly. Even if you don't fix any of the mistakes in the line work, it just gives people more stuff to look at. Like, it almost distracts people from your mistakes when you add color to your drawing, because you can see more than just the line work, even if it's not really good coloring. Thank you for drawing a Goblin Girl. Make her green, please. I hate to disappoint you, but this is actually Draculaura. See, but that's how you know I must be drawing her wrong. I gotta add, like, the little teeth and whatever, because last time I drew her, it looked like a goblin. You said it looked like a goblin. Now it's a vampire, see? All you gotta do is add 2 little teeth. Yeah, I was saying earlier, Draculaura has become like my default. Whenever I'm just drawing or sketching someone, I draw Draculaura, because I have like my first doll is a Draculaura doll, and I use it as reference. There, makes sense. I can see it now. Yeah, the colors, honestly, that's why I need to add the colors, because it's going to make a huge difference. And here's where I start to fuck up my layers, because I was drawing on a different layer just now. The curse of drawing digitally. Hold on. Oh, fuck. How do I merge layers? Do I hit end? Merge layer below. I'm gonna make that end. All of my layer controls are like on like home and page up, page down. Slowly over time, I'm remembering what my shortcuts used to be, like the more niche ones. So like when you don't see her with the full fit or the colors, yeah, it's harder to realize it's her. Because honestly, without all that, this is like, I know it's her. because, you know, this is how I sketch her, but you need to add more detail to realize because it's not very... There's a lot of characters that have this appearance. When do you usually stream? I'm just now seeing you do. I stream basically at 9 to 11 every night Central Time. For like basically 3 hours after work. And on weekends, who knows when, but normally around the same time. I was looking at your page earlier on some nostalgia sticker at the top of my descriptions because of your name. The complicated ass like calculus equation name does a lot. It does huge numbers for me, I think. It helps a lot. And it makes it easier to find me too. Like as long as you can remember the calculus integral, you can find my channel without, you know, finding a bunch of other channels. Let's see. Airbrush, maybe? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Her hair is black on what side? And pink on what side? Because I'm drawing like the newer version of her. Pink right-hand side, her right, black left. So I actually got it right here. Okay. This is going to be like a super rudimentary way of coloring, but it'll work for now. Just this default airbrush. So, yeah. Yes, it's good. It's very nostalgic in the name. The dollar signs, dude. Yeah, people don't do that no more. When's the last time? Like rappers don't do that anymore. People don't do that. The dollar sign for the S. That is like a classic. It was like it used to be everywhere, and then people started to feel like it was corny, and like I don't even know when. Maybe around 2016 and later. Like I feel like the Suicide Boys were the last people to do it and be taken somewhat seriously, and even then it was a little bit ironic feeling. But I'm bringing it back. I've been hard on the dollar signs this whole time. I never stopped. If people want to take it serious, that's great. If it's a bit, that's great. Either way, I'm fucking doing it. I just adapt to whatever the sentiment is, or the opposite of where the sentiment is. You know me. I just made all of her hair pink. Yeah, Travis Scott doesn't do it anymore. I forgot he used to have the dollar sign. I think it works on YouTube. But on other places, it'll fuck with your SEO. That's true. I do main YouTube, though, so... But I'll bear that in mind. I wonder why that is. I guess it's just a programming thing, who knows? Like a search result, maybe S's are not considered separately on other platforms. The SEO wizardry is huge. I should probably get into that. I'm turning a new leaf on YouTube. Oh wait, hold on. This line back here. Like the line of her hair. Where are we going here? Like this one of the important things, you got to draw the things that you can't see. So I can get, like, for example, the part of her hair correct, where it's black and where it's pink. There's things they teach you in art school, which I didn't really go to. But I did take some courses, like when I was still in high school. But no, it's been great. I get great engagement when it comes to streams. Because I've seen you, I've seen other homies, like I know in real life. And I think I enjoy streaming more, even content-wise, like streaming and making clips, more than the old way I used to do stuff. This is so... I could make this look better, but we're just sketching. I really want to play music. Oh, since you're like a SEO, you're a wizard with this stuff. Could I get with? Wait, didn't you mention that earlier? No, we were talking about like nudity. Uh, what's the music game on YouTube? Because I'm like, okay, if I can play music on the stream and just have the VOD be muted, that's fine. Just not have VODs. But if it's gonna like be strikes on my channel, I don't want to do that. I like your videos too. Your highlights are great. Well, I like that style of video too. It's like a little bit of an older meta of like, you know, playing a game for a while and just making a, you know, highlight video of it, 10, 20 minutes. I feel like if I built up an audience that wanted to see that, then I would do it again. Because I do like that kind of, it feels like old YouTube in a way. People still do it, but it's not the meta anymore. Yeah, just Elephants like Twitch. Oh, so it's like Twitch. You'll just mute them. That's good to know. Highlights are already built now. That's so true. I'm being a little bit more methodical now. Like, even when I post shorts, I notice they get, like, crazy views. Because YouTube just pushes that. And even when you're scrolling shorts, you'll notice, like, every now and then you get a video that's, like, got no views or very few views. And it's literally just, like, shorts are your chance to make an impression. And bring people to your channel. Yeah, I'm probably gonna edit some shorts. That's what I did on my first off day, was edit some shorts. And I enjoy making shorts as well. Like, I like it a lot. It's like, I don't know. Like, I still get to have fun editing, but I'm not spending hours and hours and hours editing a big video. There's an app that makes it easy for you. I think Navi was telling me about that. What's it called? CapCut? Damn, why did I make this bigger? I can do that now. Oops. Let's combine these. Well, no, let's make her... Let's do a little more here. Yeah, I'll probably do this stream as it is, and then I'll play music, because I do have to do, like, audio balancing. So I'll do music in the next stream, I think, and try that out. Excuse me, try that out. Long-form content is for Teams nowadays. Are you talking about, like, Microsoft Teams? I don't know if I'm interpreting that right, but that's really funny if that's what you're saying. What pink is her skin compared to her hair? That's my next question. Pale. Okay. No, like teams of editors. Okay, okay. That makes sense. That makes more sense. But also Microsoft Teams, kind of, it made sense to me. But I see what you're saying now. This is already super fun though, because like if I were drawing on paper right now, I wouldn't be this far. I would still be like scrambling to figure out what colored pencil is going to make the right shade, because some of them, like, they look like they're going to be a certain color and then it's not that color at all. So you gotta get a different one. And it's like, I was trying to find a pink, like this pink, in my colored pencil set, and I should have gotten the 32 fucking set, but I got the 64 set, and it just wasn't working out for me. I couldn't find the pink, and then when I did find it, it was red. The pencil that did it looked fucking red as fuck. And it was bullshit, and I was extremely upset about it. But it was a beautiful pink, but holy fuck. Now, and I see what they mean when they say that, like, red is pink, and pink is red. But also, like, fuck you. The color on the paper looked nothing like the color of the pencil. Is there, like, a blending, Well, oh, maybe I should use this instead. We'll try that on the next one. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we gotta try the different pens, man. I'm with you on this. Like, you know, or you're talking about the colored pencils, aren't you? Bro, it's like... All I'm saying is, if you go to the store and you're like, I need some colored pencils, and you look at the 32 pack and the 64 pack, and you're like, I don't need 64 different colors. Yes, you do. That's the moral of the story. I went, I did one of those, like, Disney princess coloring books a while ago. And I looked at the packs of crayons that came with, and it was so cheap. It was Crayola. It was so cheap, and I was like, I don't need the what was it, 64. Even then, it doesn't matter. Like in no context is 32 ever going to be enough. Even 64 isn't enough. You need the 128 pack. See, but I feel like because I did this in marker that I need to airbrush, or I need to do the rest over in marker. How different is this from this marker? Well, it'd be different size, so that's reason enough not to use that. Oh shit. Sorry about that. Also, I feel like this isn't pale enough. But that's okay, because we're drawing digitally, and I'm going to use my tools to my advantage. I can change the opacity of the layer. See, it's not just about getting my hand-eye coordination back, it's about remembering the tools that are available to me. There we go, that looks right. And I might switch from drawing to Tekken later, and you could even hop on the stream. You could be in a voice call if you want. I did voice calls with some guys earlier. Okay, now we go to black. I need to make more shorts, actually. Thank you for reminding me. I need to have a day to just making shorts. Probably once a week, maybe. My bad, my audio is off right now. I'm handling something. That's cool. I want to talk to you more about cars, though. Cars? I feel like we've never talked with each other about cars. Like, as in, like, are you, like, into cars? I don't know. I never knew you were into cars, are you? I know you're literally a mechanic, right? I'm an express tech. I'm like the way that I explain it is like, how you have the lawyer and the paralegal? I'm like the paralegal to the mechanic's lawyer. I do like the oil changes, tire rotation, stuff like that. But I mean, in my own time, I work on cars pretty extensively. I'm just not like a mechanic professionally. Anyways, I'm not as into them, but I'm learning right now. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've been working as a tech for like a year and a half now. But I've really learned a lot more working on my car than I have at work. Because at work, I'm not yet trusted with like the really intense stuff. But when I'm working on my car, that's my ass if I break it. So I've been able to do a lot more extensive stuff. Like, I've done timing, oil cooler, coilovers. That's probably the most extensive stuff I've done. And this is an Audi we're talking about, so not like on a Honda, maybe that stuff would be like, oh yeah, you can do that. But on an Audi, it's like, okay, I'm a little proud of myself for doing that on an Audi, an old Audi, sure, but still, that stuff was not as easy as it would be on a more reasonable car. You did what on an Audi? My bad. No worries. I did a number of things, but the main ones were timing chain. Oh shit. Timing chain, coilovers. Had someone else in here. Sorry. Timing chain, coilovers, and oil cooler is what I did. See, but the airbrush allows me to get a much more. Hold on. It's gotta be lighter. There we go. I was gonna say more faint tone, but if I'm really light, I can do that with this. I feel like I'm still overdoing it though. Damn, you're really in there. That's more than other Express X I know I've done. I mean, it's all about like how much you can do. Anybody can do anything on a car. It's for the most part, it's just a matter of having a guide. As long as you have the internet or a service manual, anyone can do anything on a car. It's a matter of, do you have the time? How much time can you do it in? That's where the skill comes in. And also, do you have the wherewithal to get all the way through? That's where the skill comes in. Yeah, you just need the equipment, exactly. The equipment in terms of tools and also information and also the mental equipment. Like there were times when I was working on my car, especially the coilovers, because every bolt was rusted and I had no idea what I was doing, that I like almost sent that car to the junkyard on several occasions. It took a long time, way longer than it should have. The equipment to work on cars is thousands of dollars, I can't lie. Yeah, like I'm assuming by equipment you're talking about the actual parts, because tools can be pretty crazy, but if you know what tools you need, it doesn't have to be that expensive. But parts, I mean, my car is like the most mass-produced Audi, cheapest Audi ever. So it's actually surprisingly cheap for parts. It's the labor on my car that kills people, and that's why the fact that I work on it myself is a big W. Because if I was not working on myself, I wouldn't still have it. Because you wouldn't believe how expensive it is to get cars like that worked on at garages. Tools, jacks, etc. Yeah, dude. The nice thing about working at a dealership or a garage or anything like that is they let you work on your car. So when I work on my car, a lot of the time I'm doing it at home, but a lot of times I bring it there and I can put it up on a lift. It's really nice. That's like one of the biggest perks of working a job like that. And if you fuck up, you can just push your car out into the parking lot and leave it there with the hundreds of other cars, and nobody will care. Because I'm yapping too much. I could have been done with this drawing a long time ago. Let me actually lock in and finish this real quick. at least get it as finished as it's gonna be. There we go. That's what I was missing. Hmm. All right, how am I gonna do the eyes? That looks all right. People don't pass in this game. Although I will say this isn't going to be as good second monitor content as the Tekken streams because I'm not going to say as much. I'm probably not going to speak much unless spoken to. Although it depends. I was kind of yapping earlier without anybody. And plus, with being able to draw digitally, as far as like makeup goes, I'll be able to do so much more easily. So I'm looking for like already on accident. I kind of made the pink a little darker around the top of the eye, and it looks like eyeshadow. I didn't even mean to do that. All right, now I'm going to add clothes and we're going to go to the next sketch here. Although, let me clean up a little bit first. It's funny because I'm looking up reference for all I have in person, but I don't want to get up. So I'm fucking going and finding it. Hold on. Sure, I can just drop this in. Nice. Okay. And that's one thing that I have to say, especially when you mentioned like being anxious, and that could mean a lot of different things. But for me, there was a part of me that was like, I don't really want to draw on stream until I'm better at drawing. Until it clicked with me, I was like, wait a second, I'm going to get better at drawing a lot faster if I draw on stream. You know, something about having that, having a stage, I guess. It's going to activate a part of your brain that is not normally activated. Like if you're just drawing by yourself, even just if I were to like be involved with other artists in like a Discord or whatever, that could have a similar effect where it's like there's something about when your brain knows when you're not competing against other people or not doing something for real, and it doesn't fully activate because of that. But if you have like the smallest sense of community or whatever around something, like I said, your brain just totally, it does something. Okay, I'm not a neuroscientist, but you get what I'm saying. Oh shit, I fucked up. New layer. Oh fuck. Here we go. I can't increment by exactly the amount that I would in real life. It's one of the things I don't like about Krita. Their ability to rotate and zoom is not at the same level. Like you can only, like I said, the amount that you can increment by is not what I would like. It's enough, you know, it doesn't kill the drawing. It's not like you can only go 90 degrees. It's unusable, but it is a bit of a problem. Yeah, that's something I noticed too. When I tried coloring a drawing, I kind of realized like, oh, I could also like do pen. And I realized, I think it really clicked when I made a drawing for somebody. There's somebody I know at work who's into anime, and I was like, this guy, I should see if he wants a drawing from me. And he was like, yeah, sure. So he gave me a character to draw. It was, oh, if I could remember her name, it'll come to me. Anyways, when I made that drawing for him, I actually finished it. I did it in pen, and I think I did it in color. I don't have a picture of it. I just gave it to him, but I have like a picture of it during the work in progress. But I kind of wanted it to be something that only he has, so I didn't make my own copy of it or anything. But that experience made me realize that it was the fact that I was drawing for someone else made me actually really do more than I normally would. Uh, and when I made that drawing, I realized I have been like just making sketches like at this kind of level of quality for like a year, 2, 3 years. In general, I never really made finished drawings. Uh, and it's kind of hard to do once you realize you haven't been doing it. So that's one thing I would say is that if you draw, and maybe this metaphorically carries over to other things, but if you draw, make sure that you it's good to sketch and learn because I needed to learn a lot of stuff, but don't forget to make a finished drawing every now and then because it can be really nice. Even if you make mistakes, something about having a totally finished, inked, and colored drawing is just like very satisfying. As opposed to all of your drawings being unfinished. You don't want to be too sketchy. You're gonna miss out. Which is something that's gonna be great for me drawing digitally. And do all that. Hit a level of quality and perfectionism that I couldn't have before, which, it's gonna be cool. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying I'm excited to draw like this. I haven't done it in a long time. I'm trying to decide because we have like a kind of cross hatch and it makes, I suppose just the cross hatch itself could be good, but I kind of want to apply some sort of a shading or something. Maybe. I think that's good. Let me merge some layers because it's getting very disorganized. And these don't need to be separate anymore. I'm gonna try redoing this up the airbrush. I just want to see how it looks. The biggest thing too, I would say, when you're drawing digitally is that, like I said earlier, perfectionism can be good. You can really like tweak every little detail and try different things out, but also if you let that get to your head and you're like a perfectionist, you're gonna never even come close to making a drawing. So you gotta look out for that. It looks like I missed a spot too. Hold on. Oh, no way. What? Here it's on the left. Okay, we'll go with that. Alright, I think I'll merge this. If I can, there we go. Alright, I'll set that as a thumbnail real quick. I'll probably update it several times. Have I had this? I've had this flip this whole time. This is how the drawing originally was made. Wow. At some point I mirrored it and forgot that I mirrored it and didn't feel the need to mirror it again. Makes you think. I really want to make a better drawing for the thumbnail, but we're gonna use this for now. And I'll increment, I'll make it better from there. All right. Now the stream thumbnail isn't false advertising. Oops. Every now and then I realize I'm clutching my stylus with a full fist like a caveman, and I have to relax my grip, and then my drawing gets way better again. And then I forget. Rinse and repeat. I know when I'm trying to like make a general sketch like this, I'm trying to get my proportions under control. Zoom out and squint. That's my big trick I've learned here. That I can't really do on paper as well. I can just do tricks like this. Like if the shoulder's too high, I don't have to redraw them. I can just... And you gotta smooth that out a little bit, but you can do that. Fuck, I never added the earrings to this. Whatever. It's too late. Just hit me. I feel like drawing, I can mirror and that's fine, but drawing while it's mirrored is probably not a good, excuse me, not a good idea for building skill. I'm gonna make certain concessions so that I don't get worse at drawing on paper. But ultimately, you always have like the adjustment period. Although I will say, going back to drawing on paper after drawing digitally is, I would say, a lot easier in terms of hand-eye. You don't have to relearn the hand-eye coordination. You just have that. Like, of course, you're not gonna have more time drawing on paper. We can see your own hand and where the pencil is. Like, once again, I'm exaggerating a little bit when I say closed fist, but it's just like my hand is so fucking tight. Like, I have genuinely a 5-finger death punch wrapped around this fucking stylus. Trying to learn this shit. It's funny because every time I relax, everything gets way better. It's better for you, like, physically. You don't want to... You're going to hurt your hand if you're fucking death gripping all the time. And it's also better for the drawing. I assure you. Now, when we get to pen, once you get to pen, it's like every man for himself. You know, fuck it. You gotta do what you gotta do to make that line come out right. But when you're sketching, absolutely calm down. Oh, I really like this hairstyle. See, I mean, like these flowing lines, you want a nice quick swoop, and if you can't get it the way you want it, you gotta practice making lines like that fast, and you know, like a feather's grip around the pencil as you do that, and it makes the line look different. Like a line can travel the same path and just feel different, and that's probably cap. I'm probably lying, but you get my point. You can, like, in a very small area, a line can change a little bit based off of the tension of your muscles, and that will make it look different. It's going to be different, a different line, but you don't see the difference. You feel the difference. You know, you might see the two lines next to each other, and you can't see it, but you can feel that one is smoother than the other. It's because you were relaxed. I actually really like how this is turning out, by the way. I'm starting to kind of get comfortable now. The shoulders are a little messed up, but I like the face and the hair. We'll figure out the shoulders in a bit. We're gonna merge. Figure out the shoulders here. That's how I know I'm locked in. Is that like a song came on, I was like, I don't know if I want to listen to this. I might skip it, and then I was like, let me draw a little bit more, and then all of a sudden the song is ending, and I'm like halfway through the drawing. Make a new layer and do this. Man, I should have doubled the line art layer in that drawing. It's okay. That's a nice trick to make something look a little bit more finished when you've been sketching. I think what I'm going to do is, because I've been streaming for how long? Almost 2 hours. I think we stop this stream after I've gotten somewhere with this drawing, and then like probably more or less finished it, and then I'm going to start it again with music, and we'll try that out. Because that's really like, would somebody want to sit here and watch in silence or maybe play their own music? Sure. But I feel like it's going to do a lot more for the stream if there's music. You know, being able to listen to music that you haven't heard before, maybe, from my extensive library. Even then, I feel like a drawing stream is a little niche. We're not doing that. Hold on. I still think it would be good. I feel like we're not far. I think this shoulder here just needs to move in. Let me... and maybe come up. I feel like these drawings, like, I think more people tune into the Tekken streams than anything. These streams are probably going to be more for historical record. Or, like, if I get a large enough chat, people just kind of hang out and talk to each other, possibly. Even Tekken is supposed to be sort of like a video journal of me getting better at the game, but with these streams, it's kind of like just for the love of the game. I'd be kind of surprised if people really watched this. Or if I like had people on call, like I could do something to, you know, to spruce this up. How's that? Oh, definitely better. Okay. Wow. Cool. I might as well merge. Whoa. I hit Shift W on accident. That's interesting. I feel like there's something off with the shoulders. I might actually know what it is. Hold on. Let me try. It's like they're good enough to where I could like give it a pass, but I could definitely do better. I just feel like it's kind of niche. A drawing stream. Whoa, this song's loud as fuck. I feel like drawing streams are obviously going to be kind of niche, but I think the person that would watch a drawing stream, even you know, somebody who would watch a drawing stream, there being no music would make it pretty dry for them. I think this person that would want to listen to, like I said, some music as well, and not their own music. Okay, the shoulders are different, but like, which one do I make like the other one? Maybe kind of average them. So we could do something like that. Lower her left shoulder and raise her right shoulder a little bit each. Now, sometimes you look at one side of your drawing and it doesn't look right. Then you look at the other side of the body and that looks right. And you think, oh, I need to fix the other side. And it's like, okay, sure. But also sometimes the real secret is that the average in between the two is going to look right. And if you make the, like one shoulder or one eye look a little more like the other eye, and vice versa, instead of just changing one, you're going to get a better result. See, I think that's better. Probably being a bit of a perfectionist, but I'm gonna change it a little bit more before I do anything else, and then I'll really be happy with it. Till you leave, I am alone. Until you leave, I am alone. And Burnout Paradise soundtrack, dude. I'll leave it at that. That's okay. Well, this arm, I could stand to work on the shape of it. Hold on, let me just give me just a moment. Bear with me. Until you leave, I am alone, sitting patiently. I hope you don't mind my fucking singing when you can't hear the song. That might be annoying. Yo, I just watched Carlito's Way 1993. It was awesome and high. Never heard of that. But welcome to the stream. Tell us about the movie. What was it like? Should I watch it too and get DMCA'd and have Agent 47 come to my house and kill me? On stream. It has Al Pacino in it? Okay. Interesting. I feel like that might tell me everything I need to know about the movie. Why does that name sound familiar? Sounds like a famous actor. I'm sorry, my pop culture knowledge is like, you know, I watch the Northern Lion streams, and I'm not like him, I'll say that much. And it was directed by the same director who directed the iconic 80s Scarface movie. Now you have definitely told me everything about the movie, for sure. I can guess. It was when this arm, the like the musculature to it was more correct before I moved it, and when I moved it, I lost the shape that it had. Not that I'm some anatomy buff. Brian De Palma is the director. I'm gonna accept that on the shoulders so we can make the rest of the drawing. Now I got some damn Need for Speed Hot Pursuit remake soundtrack playing on my. I'll start. Like I said, I think I'm gonna finish this drawing and then start a new stream to let you know, since you just got here. Start a new stream with music and just roll the dice and see what happens copyright wise. A recently released convict, determined to avoid making the same mistakes as before, is drawn into a fresh web of crime and corruption. Now, I don't watch a lot of movies and TV shows, but I can tell you that is a recurring theme in a lot of them. I was just watching Dora Zaya play GTA 5 for the first time, and what's that about? The movie was one of the main inspirations for GTA Vice City. Isn't it cool how like there are movies that it's not like the movie was made for the game or the game was made for the movie, but you can tell that they were in, you know, like spiritual successor, sorry. Or whatever. Like, for example, that, and also like Too Fast, Too Furious and Need for Speed Underground 2. They come out on the same time, capture the same kind of feeling. Because the lawyer in the movie is a lot like the game. You love crime genre stuff. I love it too, but I really like those police procedural shows. Like I watched NCIS, I'm not gonna do that. The Blacklist, Person of Interest. Whoo! Person of Interest is a legendary show. And that's Person of Interest is where the bit with where they're sitting in a church in the church pews, and there's like one dude sitting in front, and then a girl behind him with a gun, and then a girl behind her with a gun, and then there's a dude in the balcony with a sniper. Hold on, I gotta show you guys the bit. Hold on. Person of interest church meme. This shit is so bro, like the bit is funny. Like the meme is really funny, right? It's pretty funny. But seeing this in the okay, hold on, let me pull this up first and we'll talk about this. Hold on. Insert as new layer. Here we go. Okay. Oh, we're flipped. Okay. Let me get this. Oh, wow. The quality is terrible. That makes it funnier, though. So, this scene, okay? That shows where this picture is from. Dude, it's funny or whatever, but when you're watching the show, dog, and this happens, and the whole this is like late game of the show. This is like the last 1 or 2 seasons that this comes from, I believe. It's later on for sure. Samaritan and the Machine like going head to head, bro. Seeing this in the actual show, you have to watch the whole show and see this because it's so fucking funny. I didn't know that this is where that was from. I saw this years before I watched the show without knowing this is where it's from. And then when I watched Person of Interest and this scene came up, I was fucking howling with laughter. Okay? I was fucking dying about it, bro. Like I loved the show and that was just fucking hilarious when that happened. I was fucking it's just it just had me dead as hell. It had me dead as hell. I was like actually deader than Elvis about it. It was just so fucking funny. And it's over the top. Even the original show, this scene is like, it's so crazy. Like plot wise, what's happening in the show when this happens, like each time someone shows up and pulls a gun, you're like, holy fuck. Because here, what you're seeing here, okay, first you see the dude, and then you see the girl behind him. I can't remember the dude's name. The girl is Root. She pulls a gun, points it at dude. And then, because she was like hiding in the pew, okay? She like walked in or whatever. I can't even remember everything. But then the girl behind her was also hiding in the pew and she got up with a gun. And then you're like, each time that someone shows up, okay, the dude with the sniper rifle and the girl in the middle in the first picture are on the same side and the other two are on the other side. Bro, each time you think that it's like, it's such a pivotal moment in the fucking show. I can't describe it well. You have to watch it. And I think it is a surprise. I don't think you're going to know that this happens until it happens. It's going to like hit you like a fucking brick in the head when you see the scene. But dog, it is just I can't describe well enough how fucking thrilling this scene was to watch in the first place. And then when you add the bit to it, it's just even better. Anyways, I missed out a bunch of comments here. You should also watch Miami Vice and The Shield. The Shield has G-Mac actor from Need for Speed Undercover. You should also watch Burn Notice. I've heard really good things about Burn Notice. In fact, I think John Kiriakou himself recommended Burn Notice as a really good show. The whole machine and camera stuff, you can clearly see. Watch Dogs 1 vibes, you're right. That's like the fucking... that's like, okay, you have Too Fast, Too Furious and Need for Speed Underground 2. You have GTA Vice City and... was it Scarface or the other movie? No, Carlito's Way, 1993, was the inspiration for GTA Vice City. And then you have Person of Interest and Watch Dogs 1. Dude, oh my god. That is such a good point. Those are like parallels. Like when they don't... and not that no movie games are good, okay? But when a game is made for a movie, or a movie is made for a game like that, but they're not the same thing, but they have the same like vibe or the same feel, or they're about the same thing. It's like they're good as hell. Like Person of Interest and Watch Dogs are sick games. Like every example we have, they're both bangers. The movie and the game. It's when you declare the game as being for the movie or the other way around that it gets fucked up and it turns out bad and doesn't get received well. Watch Dogs 1 itself started out as Driver IP. It was in development around the same time as Driver San Francisco. I did not know that. 2008, 2009. September 22, 2011 pilot for Person of Interest. So I guess by then, or 2012, they started the game to be like the series in a way. Watch Dogs 1 codename was called Nexus. And wasn't there something called Nexus in Watch Dogs 1? Or am I crazy? Man, what a game. Watch Dogs, what a game. What a game. Funniest bit that I remember from Watch Dogs, let me actually find it real quick. Hold on, this is really fun. Oh, wait, unknown error. Fuck. I can't save this drawing. What's going on? We go save as. Replace. There you go. Okay, cool. Let me pull up this clip. This shit had me dead as hell from Watch Dogs when All Sham Noel played it back in the day. And All Sham Noel, okay, he kind of, because his thing is playing like shitty games and making fun of them. He did like, he clowned on this game. It's a really good game. If you watch these videos, don't like be like, oh, this is a bad game. It's a great game. However, his videos on Watch Dogs are fucking hilarious. Hold on. All Sham Noel in general is like an OG. Like he, back in the day, was like partially my inspiration to even make videos. I gotta find this clip. It was so funny, but how am I gonna find it, bro? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just bite the bullet. I think we're gonna be fine copyright-wise. I'm just gonna go for it. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and play the video and we can like actually look for it together so you guys aren't just like waiting forever for me to come back with the clip. Hold on. Actually, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, because this could be like copyright or whatever as well. Probably not, but you know, let's just play it safe. I'm gonna stop the stream and I'm gonna come right back. That way we have this stream in case the copyright stuff gets the video like muted or anything, but like the VOD muted or, you know, gotten rid of or whatever. But I do want to like play music and maybe look at some videos and stuff and just not have to worry about that and accept that maybe the VOD won't be accessible. So give me 1 second. I'm going to be right back.